Colin Kaepernick is an amazing runner. I've watched some footage.
Kaepernick to throw it, or willing. Kaepernick, long strides. Kaepernick with a flag down. Stutter step move. Kaepernick breaking to the clear. It's a foot race, and nobody will catch Colin Kaepernick. Touchdown.
Now, I'm showing you this because it's just amazing how a sport like football can bring Americans of all walks of life together. Americans, no matter what our skin color, ethnicity, background, color, race, or creed, we can come together on something like football. And that was until Colin Kaepernick decided to start kneeling during the American national anthem. Far from being a victim, Colin Kaepernick has cashed in on his protests against institutional racism, police bigotry, and whatever other ailments that America supposedly suffers from. So Ben & Jerry's ice cream has decided to partner with Colin and create a new flavor of ice cream. Now look at that. I know my rights. Non-dairy frozen dessert. I guess dairy is offensive. Ben & Jerry's has announced that former NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick will have a permanent flavor named for him. Permanent flavor. Officially launching in 2021. Colin Kaepernick's Change the Whirled, and it's spelled like whirling ice cream. In a statement, Kaepernick said, "I'm honored to partner with Ben & Jerry's on Change the World." So this was not a surprise to him. This was a business venture. So Kaepernick is a capitalist. He likes to make money. Their commitment to challenging the anti-black roots of policing in the United States demonstrates a material concern for the well-being of black and brown communities. Now, I'm pretty sure that while Colin Kaepernick was making money from fans of all ethnicities as a football player, he was relying on police protection to keep overzealous fans away from him. He relied on police protection so that someone wouldn't steal his vehicle or steal his equipment. So he has used the police in the past. My hope is that this partnership will amplify calls to defund and abolish the police. Abolish the police. Let's think about a United States of America where we have followed Colin Kaepernick's desired edict to abolish the police. Let's follow this through. Let's say this ice cream is sitting in my local supermarket. I go in there. I don't feel like paying for it because we've abolished the police. So I can just take this ice cream out of the dairy case, walk out the front door, and enjoy my new pint of ice cream. Because you know what? There's no police. They've been abolished. No one can stop me from taking this ice cream. No one can stop me from not paying for this ice cream. And in a larger sense, what if I show up at a Ben & Jerry's factory or Ben & Jerry's corporate headquarters, kick everybody out of the building and say, "Hey, this is now my Ben & Jerry's corporate headquarters. I'm going to take all profits from Ben & Jerry's from now on." Now, is there anyone at Ben & Jerry's ice cream that can stop me? There's no police. They've been abolished. I can take over this company, take all the profits. Nobody's going to be able to say anything because there's no police. Without law enforcement, there's no judges, and there wouldn't be any prisons. That's my initial shallow take on this statement by Ben & Jerry's investor, Colin Kaepernick. Let's follow through to the logical conclusion. What is Colin Kaepernick aiming for here? After we abolish the police, I'm being facetious by saying there will be no police. Obviously, Colin Kaepernick does not believe that either. What does he believe? It breaks down along ethnicity. Once we abolish the police, in Colin Kaepernick's view, America would break down into tribes. Each tribe would select its own sort of policing, law enforcement. This is the future of America. When you vote in America's elections, you are making a specific choice to vote to divide our country, to balkanize it. Let's see what balkanization means. Balkanize, to divide a region or body into smaller, mutually hostile states or groups. This is the goal of people like Colin Kaepernick. They wish to divide America into not just smaller groups, but mutually hostile states or groups. That's the goal of the modern Democratic Party. the modern socialist movement. Polarize America, divide us up into groups of victims, have us all at each other's throats. The old concept of America as a melting pot coming together, that's discarded in the new vision of Colin Kaepernick's future. In the future, we balkanize, we separate, and nobody is going to get along. And capitalist Colin Kaepernick, if America is divided into these little balkanized groups, how do we come together to pay you money to play football? The answer is we don't. There would be no National Football League. There would be no national sports of any kind. In the vision of Colin Kaepernick, America is separated into angry, hate-filled groups where the police have been abolished and apparently all civilization has been abolished. In that future, what happened to Americans coming together to celebrate something like football? This is
a 90-yard run. Penalty marker back at the 23.
Colin, why were the cheers of this crowd offensive to you? Why were you seething in anger that this crowd did not represent you and was your enemy? We abolished the police. Ben & Jerry's will not have a national distribution. It might be distributed in a few cities in the Northeast, maybe in a state or two, if there are states. You are advising us to end America in order to achieve racial justice. I would suggest that there is nothing in your agenda that would achieve the goals that you are seeking. Thank you.